Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. It is Friday, November 7th, 2025. We're going to be taking a look at the Ashland Bark Park. This should be pretty fun. I went by there today on Friday. Happy Friday. A lot going on, busy week. I always appreciate your support with the channel, spreading the word in the community. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate your support once again. Crazy space weather going on last night. I don't know if you were following the northern lights and everything like that, but also the beaver moon was super bright and it was a crazy full moon for sure. It rose that night just at 4 o'clock. So just wanted to mention that. And we are looking at the Ashland Bark Park here on Memorial Drive, okay? And see the solar panels there in the background. And just below there, we'll find the Ashland train station, MBTA. But most importantly here, the purpose of the video, we're just looking at the progress. And I think this really kind of says a lot here. Everything pretty much rolled out of footing, if you will, for the pad and the blueprint of what the Bark Park will actually look like. But this is the first stage here after the clearing, is determining that grade and footing. So you're seeing that right here along Memorial. That's Memorial Drive in Ashland, Massachusetts. So we're continuing on here, and I hope you have checked out the video of the first Bark Park, but also the last video I thought was pretty interesting. We kind of got into the mystery of the Bridgewater Triangle. It debuted just a day before Halloween, so if you missed that, definitely check that out. But here's all the updates. You can check everything out at the Ashland Bark Park website, which I will put in on the description of this video. I picked this up on the channel because it was long awaited, and I think it's super important to everyone. And there's a lot of people, as in everyone, that has dogs and cats. So bringing that to you on this Friday. Happy Friday. Once again, some of that footage I'm sharing with you from the Bridgewater Triangle, if you had any connection or any history or background with that, that will be right at the ending of this video as kind of a preview, outro, and review of that footage. In the fall, it was really nice that night, and I'm really happy with how that came out. So if you want more information on the latest updates on the Bark Park, check out ashlandbarkpark.org or check them out on social media like I have. So panning out here and observing the daylight savings fallback is kind of a tough one with losing the light. I think it's kind of tough, more tough springing forward and losing the time. But any case, this early or this late in the year, definitely a factor. We notice that we're so far on the East Coast to the east, and once that time change happens systematically, we're also on our autumnal tilt, and you got a way shorter day than just an hour, it feels like. So making all those little adjustments, feel like way more energy in the morning and kind of waking up way before my alarm. So that's still adjusting a little bit, but don't know if you've had the same experience this time of year. Always embrace it a little bit better as the years go on. But looking down here, just the clouds, kind of shadow reflections here over Warren Woods and along Chestnut Street as well. Favorite area that I really enjoy filming and going back here to just when the cold air had just crept in on early morning sunrise here over Ashland Reservoir, Ashland State Park, and near the Warren Center and Chestnut Street on Ashland. Gave an incredible blanket of clouds across the field and the water. It's really something incredible that happens down there, and that day I was super excited. So there's way more footage on that. You can check out a full video if you would like to. But another view here of the Bridgewater Triangle. It was in the first description I went over a little bit in the beginning of this video, but a beautiful view down here in the late fall. This debuted just before Halloween, and this is kind of the area off Elm Street in Bridgewater that is basically the Skim Milk Bridge. And I'm not sure if you know any history about the Hockomock Swamp and everything that has happened there, but if you want to check that video out, it's called the Bridgewater Triangle, and I explored that with a dear friend. We had a blast, and we saw some other folks down there, and it was really nice. So another view down here on Elm Street, just before Halloween. And I always appreciate your support with the channel. Spreading the word in the community means a lot to me. Always appreciate your support, and anything you have. If you want to send me an email, feel free. My email is jayhip as in Paul @gmail.com. If you have any questions about drones, or if you like any interest in drone services, feel free to give me a call. Well, with that being said, cheers, take care, and have a great night.